Good morning and welcome to the Isle of Sheppey in Kent. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different in that I'm going to be photographing the World War II forts that are out in the Thames Estuary, the Maunsell Forts. They look a little bit like they should be in the War of the Worlds films. We're currently at Queenborough waiting for the crew to arrive to take us out for what should be a 7-hour epic journey exploring out in the waters. This was given to us as a gift and all of us today are essentially having it as our birthday gifts. There's going to be myself, my husband, my stepson and my stepdaughter's husband, and I'm aware that sounded a little more complex than it should have done.
Having got our supplies sorted for the day, we boarded the boat with some trepidation and the hope that our captain's navigation was a lot better than my companion's.
Boys, can you shout out where we are to start off with?
No, I know you take this one. We're to the west. Over there.
Alright, okay. And what are we looking at?
Water, a lot of water, sky.
Oh, Jesus. Now, I've made a mistake today of actually asking my family to come up with some useful facts so that I get to know where we're going beforehand. Normally, I'm the one that does all the fact finding, but I've left it to them. And I think they're feeding me a crock of poo, quite frankly. But I am reliably informed that we have seen at least one shark. As you do.
Luckily, we had on board a man who actually knew his stuff. Very useful.
I think I've got the best seat in the house up here, hiding a little bit from the engine. This trip is tide dependent. Our one started at midday and we get back about 7 o'clock in the evening. Bring your own snacks, bring your own drinks. There's everything you could want on board, i.e. toilets and tea and coffee. But it's about a 2-hour trip to get out from the main sort of land to the furthest out point.
Now, photographically, on such a blue sky day, there weren't going to be many options for variety when photographing this fort. But what I did notice was the textures and the colours on the legs.
What we're going to be doing now is going back for approximately another 2 hours. We're going to stop off at some of the bits that I'm really quite excited about. The bits that I referred to earlier as being like the War of the Worlds. Please forgive me, the wind has made my nose run. Very attractive. Very clear day, wasn't expecting this. If I think about 72 hours ago, we were in the middle of this storm Noah and by golly it was blowing, but incredibly different today.
The Maunsell Forts were armed towers built in the Thames Estuary during the Second World War to help defend the UK. They were designed by Guy Maunsell and operated as army forts as seen here. The previous one I showed you was a navy fort. Now, part of the Thames Estuary defence network, the anti-aircraft tower forts were constructed in 1942 and there were a cluster of 7 stilted buildings around a central command tower. Catwalks connected the buildings. The forts were decommissioned in the 50s and later used for activities such as pirate radio station Radio Caroline. The crew of the ex-pilot were really mindful of the fact that some people had lots of questions and others like me just wanted to take photos, and they really positioned the boat well for optimum views. After we left the fort, we headed towards the Kentish Flats wind farm. It's located approximately 6 miles off the coast of Whitstable and produces enough electricity to power 60,000 homes from 30 wind turbines. They're taller than the Statue of Liberty. Well, it had been a long but very fascinating day with some great company. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have, if you could give it a like and perhaps consider subscribing, I'd be very grateful. And in the meantime, wherever I am next time, I'll see you there. Take care.